I'm going to get this out of the way just now. Looking down and looking up. There's me cocking the gun, and there's me uncocking it. There's me cocking it, and there's me uncocking it. And as you can see, there's an actual animation that allows the character to move their hands to do that. I personally think that that is an extremely cool detail. Hello and welcome to Beyond Citadel. If you would like to check out the game, there is a link in the description, and if you like what you see, or you like what you see in this video, then you know what to do. Add it to your Steam wishlist, and indeed you can play this very demo on the Steam store page as well. It's a very small download too, so pretty cool. Anyway, this is indeed, we're going to start from the beginning right here, this is indeed a shooter, an FPS shooter in a very hyper stylized fashion, but it has extremely realistic gunplay. Okay, so if you know what that means when you have a revolver, you are going to be, you guessed it, using everything with that gun. You're going to cock it back. You are going to reload it, bullet by bullet. It is extremely detailed in that sense. And apart from the guns and all that stuff, we're playing as this woman right here, who is very scantily clad, as you might expect. And she is what is known as a martyr. And we're going to be putting on our helmet here as well, as you can see. For those of you that are familiar with Doom and Quake and all those things, you're going to be, you know, pretty much at home here. You know, you're going to have a pretty good idea as to what to expect. However, those games do not have the same, shall we say, depth to the gunplay. Like I said, the gunplay is extremely detailed. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Also, I'm going to get this out of the way just now. Looking down and looking up. And yes, that is all you need to know. That is all you need to know. Funny thing is, you may think that the game is all just that, you know, it's just, you know, chest things, but that's actually not the case. Funnily enough, that is not the case. The game is extremely good in every single other aspect as well. Anyway, I'm just going to pick up all of the ammo that I can here. There we go. You can indeed use this, and that opens up a little, this is like a little shooting range, so if you want to test it out, then you can obviously do that. As you can see, if I just press C, boom. This is a semi-automatic, but you saw that? I just literally basically took out one of the bullets, and it's actually on the floor, as you see right there. It is literally on the floor. So that's all you need to know, really. You know, there's an insane, look at this, reload to extract the mag cartridges, to insert a new mag cartridge, and to cock back the hammer of the gun. It's actually bonkers how much detail is in this, and indeed, yep. Now they've taken away my weapon, which is unfortunate, but that's okay because we are just gonna be going over here. There is energy, health, and food to take into account as well. By the way, I have no idea what this is. I think this is kind of like a secret/lore object. There is a massive amount of lore in this game as well, but I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit of what's currently going on. I actually have no idea. Okay. This is the normal difficulty. So you've chosen a way of devotion, medium. So that means that I have played a first-person shooter before. Playing on easy means that you are not familiar with first-person shooters, and playing on brutal or hard difficulty is, of course, as you might expect, where you are very experienced. However, I personally would recommend playing on either easy or normal, just because, as I said, the gunplay is very realistic, and as I also said, that may cause you to have some issues, potentially. So, yeah. Anyway, you can sprint very, very fast in this game. Yes, but you do have energy, as you see down there. The blue bar is energy, and you are going to be picking up O2 canisters over time, and the O2 canisters will restore your energy And that will be done in an instant. So we are now gaining our first weapon, which is a cavalry carbine dispersion cannon. Yes, it is very impressive sounding. And hello there. There is nothing left, traveler. Everything burnt to ashes. Only sand survived the purification. If you still decide to go ahead, please be careful. So long. Alright, so that is our destination over there, that pyramid. And you're going to get to see exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to the gunplay. So this weapon in particular, you can see here when I... Boom. You see that? That's me literally just ejecting one of the bullets. But you'll see what I'm talking about when we actually shoot something. So let me just... there's an enemy right there. So I'm just going to shoot this. And then I'm going to show you. There we go. So I don't really want anything else to aggro me. Oh no, there is actually something coming. So I have to be a bit quick. But now what I'm going to do... You see what's happened right now. I don't have anything in the chamber. So I need to reload this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click. And then what you can do is you can make that a little bit more automatic by aiming down sight. Right? Where's that other guy? There he is. He's coming over here. Ah, there's another one. Aiming down sight, and then it automatically does the little thing that reloads it and makes sure that there's a bullet in the chamber. But if you want to use, you know, just hip fire or whatever, then you're going to have to press right click every single time after the fact to be able to get that bullet back in there and to get the weapon available for shooting things. Yes. So, for example, like so, shoot, and then right click, and then it will do that, you know. And it's the same thing with basically every single weapon, with the exception of the revolver. The revolver is a bit more in-depth, because obviously it is a weapon that you have to reload individually. And I think this weapon is also kind of similar, but it's a bit more... yeah, it takes a bit more concentration, I think, for me personally. But yeah, you can obviously waste ammo as well. So, for example, if I were to reload ahead of time, then I would be wasting ammunition. So, for example, let's say that I want to reload now. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to press, look at this. That's me pressing R once, right? So if I were to press R again, boom, there's another bullet. And so on, and so on, and so on, and so on, until we get all the way to full. And generally, that is how you're going to reload your weapons throughout the entirety of the game. There's a number of them that you are going to have to do that with. And we also have a number of other things like this. These are blessings. These blessings, as you can see, will, well, you can basically deactivate or enable various blessings. You're going to be gaining additional abilities as time goes on. It is just reminding you that you have double jump, so you can get up here, and I can just double jump up here, and then we can make our way into the little teleporter. Yes. And now we have reached Sanctuary, and this is a place that I think is actually safe for us. Yeah, and we're going to be just looting some items. I don't think there's actually anything else. There is our sister. She has some lore to talk about. I'm not going to talk to her. I'm going to let you talk to her if you want to when you play the game. And yeah, otherwise, I'm just very much interested to take you into the combat, because the combat is extremely bloody, by the way. There's a lot of gore. You know, when you shoot someone in the head, yeah, you're going to see that. You are going to see that a great deal. And there's also melee. So if you want to play melee, you can do that. And generally, I may even recommend playing melee, at least in the beginning, because you don't really take too much damage. You are going to be a little bit low on stamina, at least initially. And so as a result, you do have to be very careful and manage it quite well. But that's obviously just adding to the tactical, shall we say, the tactical decision-making and various other things that you have to do in the game. Because you don't want to die either. And there is no blocking function, of course. There's no blocking or anything like that, so you don't really want that. And as you can see, once you find the key, you're then going to be able to use that on the door. And I just want to go over here. I'm taking a little bit of damage, unfortunately, right here, but that's okay. Haha, we got these guys. There we go. Okay, now we're just going to take a blood bag. That is going to get me a little bit of HP. And we're now just getting a little bit of food right here as well. And as you can see, they do tend to ambush you quite a lot, which is quite funny. And there we go. I got the key of gold triangle. And now we can make our way out through here. Food acquired. Fantastic. Technically, I could use my melee weapon here still if I wanted to. The enemies are also remarkably smart sometimes. They will try to flank you. They will try to take cover. They'll do all kinds of pretty crazy stuff. I'm just thankful that these guys are pretty easy for us to deal with. There we go, not too bad. Oh, no. Careful. Don't want to take too much damage here. And bear in mind that there will be a boss fight. Oh yes, there will be a boss fight coming up. And there you go, that's the prologue. So basically that's the gameplay loop. However, you're not only going to be fighting against melee ranged combatants, you are also going to be fighting against weapons that can hurt you from a far distance away. Oh yes. So, let's use the revolver, shall we? Here's the revolver. So this is your snub magnum. And you can use this, or you can use this one, which is a 44 auto mega class. I personally... yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I like more, because I kind of like the, I don't know, I kind of like the Magnum more, so I think I'm going to use that for the moment. And we'll see how that goes. Maybe it's going to go extremely badly, because I've already lost a lot of HP, but just, okay, I just want to show you something. So, look at this. Let me just cock the weapon real quick, okay? Oh, look at this. Different shapes mean different purposes. Different functions require different handling. Learn how to make good use of their capabilities. Each of them will aid you in your quest in their own ways. They are only faithful when you understand their characteristics. They're talking about the weapons. But yeah, so watch this. There's me cocking the gun, and there's me uncocking it. There's me cocking it, and there's me uncocking it. And as you can see, there's an actual animation that allows the character to move their hands to do that. I personally think that that is an extremely cool detail. Maybe that's just me. And that guy, he had no idea what was about to befall him. Ooh, missed that one. Got him. And as you can no doubt tell, massive amounts of gore, as you saw there. Anyway, yeah, so we have a grenade here. So basically you can use grenades by pressing G. And yeah, you can also do it by pressing F. If someone throws a grenade at you, then you can do that, of course. Okay, so I do have some grenades now, at least, and I'm not sure if they're going to be particularly useful for me. I generally tend to stay away from explosives, because I personally don't trust myself. Got him. Okay, there we go. Take one of these. Give me this. Aha! And as you can see, there's an alt fire right here. So basically, if you press middle mouse button, you can alt fire and it uses secondary ammo. I don't have any secondary ammo at the moment as far as I'm aware. I don't believe so. And there we go. We activated the little gate. And we picked up some art. Some artwork. The medium and the martyr. And we are, of course, the martyr in this case. Gotta be a little bit careful here. Gonna take some food. Alright, so the cryo chamber, basically it's your save point. So if you die, you're gonna come back here. And this is where we get to increase one of our stats. So, as you see here, we have 7 virtues: pride, greed, envy, wrath, lust, gluttony, and sloth. And each of them has some kind of impact on your stats. For example, pride increases our max vitality, stamina, and the amount of lifeblood. Greed increases our movement speed. Envy decreases the weapons, or shall we say, reduces the chance of losing thrown magazines, and also reduces the chances of weapons malfunctioning. Wrath, it reduces our recoil. Lust increases our lives and decreases the loss of armor condition. And gluttony gives us additional carry capacity for blood bags and food and so on and so forth. And sloth determines our recovery upper limit of lifeblood and recovery speed of stamina. I'm gonna go for sloth here. That's pretty good for me. I like it. And I'm gonna just be very careful here. I'm gonna be very careful with my ammunition. The door is opened elsewhere. I'm sure it is. It's here. Ah, our martyr has awakened and begun her journey to fulfill her mandate again. The rumors were true. Soon our Lord will hear this joyful tiding, and we can be your assistants on this quest. Please proceed. Let our path be in the light. And each of these NPCs, by the way, that you're encountering right now, they're going to become merchants and so on and so forth a little bit later on in the game, and they're going to provide you with all kinds of benefits. Once you have 500 gold, there is a way to upgrade your armor. upgrade each and every single one of your weapons, and you can upgrade them in some very, very cool ways. Last time I played, I had an upgrade for my Magnum that made it basically turn into kind of like an explosive hand cannon kind of thing, and it seemed to do insane amounts of damage. Very, very fun to see that happen. Alright. We're gonna have some issues here. Maybe, or maybe not, maybe not. We got some tech priest looking guys, and thankfully they're not too difficult for us to deal with. Aha, we have a new weapon right here. Ooh, this is nice. Oh, this is a new weapon that I have not seen before. Okay, that's pretty fun, and this is indeed a cryo chamber, as you can see. And if you want to be a little bit voyeuristic, you can do this. Yes, you can do that indeed, if you want to do it. Because I obviously mistakenly pressed that one time, and I was like, oh, I see, there seems to be some stuff going on there. Okay, we gotta be a little bit careful here. Whoa, okay, hello. That was a grenade, if ever I saw one. Haha, I see. Okay, I should probably switch away from that right now because we're using way too much ammunition of the really, really good weapon. Thank you very much. There we go. Blood bonus. That's going to give me some temporary HP. As you might expect, this game is actually kind of supposed to be played faster than what I'm doing right now. I'm not really playing this in a way that is super conducive to what you might expect from something like Doom or whatever. But that's the cool thing about the game. You can play it any way you want. If you want to be super fast and you want to be really, really skillful with how speedy you are, then obviously you can do that. You know, you don't have to take your time. You don't have to line up your shots or anything like that. You can just go for it, you know? You can just go for it. For me personally, I feel like lining up your shots and doing all that, you know, stuff is a little bit more satisfying for me personally. But as I say, you can play it however you like. And here we go. We got another little bit of a safe room here. We got a wonderful 8-gauge, well, actually a sawn-off shotgun here. And I love this weapon. This weapon is maybe my favorite weapon in the game. Because it just does so much damage. And I really have had a great time with it, as you could see. It just does so much damage. It's just bonkers. And we can destroy these things for armor shards, as you can see. And then we have this. If you use a sacred iron, which is a gun, enemies will hear the sound and come closer to you. Please always think about where you can run away to in case you're swarmed by large numbers of enemies. Or you might want to kick the armor ornament there and keep some pieces of metal in your pocket. If your faith is truly genuine, these shards might protect you from some stray bullets. In other words, it's just kind of telling you, hey, yeah, you should probably, you know, get some armor. And I do have some armor, maximum armor now, which is very nice. And there's the cryostasis again, that's fine. And now we can move on. This guy had no idea what was about to befall him. I did not reload before going in there, so that's my mistake. There was a... oh. Okay, that guy was actually still alive, but, you know, it's fine. Okay, there we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Give me all that money. Thank you. I'm going to need that money later on when we actually find a merchant. It's going to be very important for us. Aha, we need a keep. Alright, that's not too bad. Let me see if I can find that. Getting some ammo, some ammo, and here's the door. Oh yeah, I remember this. Alright, this is going to be a bit problematic. Potentially. Let's go for my magnum here. Woohoo! Alright, yeah, this is going to be harsh. Whew. Alright, here we go. Gonna have to sprint. Whoa, there's no way I'm gonna hit this thing from over here. That's for sure. No way, not in a million years. I'm just gonna have to wait until the barrage is over. Okay, I'm gonna sprint. There we go. Yeah, you gotta hit these guys exactly in the face. Otherwise, their bulletproof shields will prevent them from taking damage. So that's the reason why they're pretty difficult to eliminate. But we're done, and it's all good. Then we can move on to the next zone. And this is where we're obviously going to be getting into a completely different biome. It's going to give us a number of different challenges, a number of different puzzles to solve. And at the end of this level, there's going to be a boss, and you're going to get an insane weapon available. Oh yes, it's a Gatling gun. Spoilers. Spoilers. It's a Gatling gun. Yeah. It's very, very strong. All right, there's my sawn-off shotgun. I like this the most, so I'm going to try to use this. Ah, yes. The wonderful, wonderful things that they use. Yes, they're using their grenades and doing massive damage to me in the process. Not a terribly big fan of that, but I'll take it. Aha, you are still functioning. I'm surprised. Sorry, I'm Sister Harriet, healer. So many attempts to fix the Enlightened ended up with complete failure, yet you are just ignoring this devastating environment that most humans can't survive. Or perhaps you are so mass-produced and I just don't see your replacement. I don't care. You're working 100% as intended. Need some medical supplies? That's all I can do for you. Alright, so this is where you can buy things, obviously, as you might expect. And, well, I don't really need anything. I don't really need ammo either, but it's nice, you know, it's nice that they give you this availability. And indeed, have I already done this? Yes, I have already done this. Okay, there we go. Just want to make sure that I do have a checkpoint just in case. Ah, yes. Okay. No enemies? I am suspicious. I would have expected there to be some. Alright, yep, that's exactly what I thought. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to be getting Sloth once again. Sloth is just way too good in my opinion. Basically being able to loot more stuff is kind of my whole thing. I like doing that. Because if I can loot more stuff, then that means that I can heal myself more. I can regenerate my, you know, stats, my food, and various other things much, much more often. And I very much appreciate that. But obviously, there are a number of reasons why you may want to go for something else, because sometimes this is not going to be particularly useful. Because, you know, usually you probably want to go for something that's going to give you more HP potentially, or something along those lines. Although, to be fair, some of the time I would say that maybe that's not particularly useful either, because you're going to be finding a lot of blood bags, and blood bags in general, sometimes you just can't take all of them, you know? And that's the reason why I go for Sloth. There's another guy in here. They're stealthy, these guys. Completely stealthy. And you may be thinking, okay, how do I get out of this room, right? How do I get out of this room? Well, realism. Boom, you can just shoot the window. Yep. You can just shoot the window and you can go for it. Ah, and I'm murdered. Yep, I got completely and utterly murdered. But that's okay, because look at where I am. I'm right back here. And all I need to do is run back like so, and boom, I'm right here, which is wonderful. And technically, I could have probably survived if I did a little bit of, shall we say, blood bag usage. You know, I could have done that. But I was a bit slow, you know, I was a bit too slow off the draw there, which definitely caused me to die. But that's okay, because as I say, you know, there's... you do have a limited amount. Oh, whoops. Threw a grenade by mistake. My bad. You do have a limited amount. Oh, no. You do have a limited amount of grenades and resources and things like that, as well as lives, of course. Here we go. Give me all of that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. Give me all that armor. Oh, no, no. Hello. Get him out of there. Thank you. Wow. Okay, I had no idea that there were that many enemies in here. Whew. Alright, yeah, we're having some huge issues right now. Okay, so as you can see, you can literally get an upgrade for your weapon here. And I'm probably going to get an upgrade for the extension tube right there. That is going to make my weapon just murder everything. Unfortunately for me, I don't have a huge amount of ammo for this, so I will be switching over to our dispersion cannon instead. Or maybe the Magnum. I think the Magnum's pretty cool. That's one of our NPCs. There we go. Hello there. Oh, getting lost, I presume. Maybe you can sit around and rest for a time. Look up, and maybe light will guide you. Alright, yeah, so I have no idea what that means. Apart from the fact that, well, there is a small little vent here, and there is some light, as you can see. It's a nice... I think that's a nice little... a nice little hint. Because sometimes they don't give you a hint at all. But, yeah. Ah, there we go. Nice little jumpy jump thing. And then we're going to be going down into the boss area. And this... Oh yeah, you're going to get to see one of the most powerful weapons I have ever seen. It's going to be so good. It is the Gatling gun, like I said before. And it is extremely powerful. And as you can see, we can speak to Sister Chloe here. This is a 50 caliber Gatling gun, the Painkiller. It was originally used as an anti-aircraft machine gun, or as an aircraft machine gun. It can only be used once, but it has a firepower that cannot be compared to ordinary sacred irons. Beat the hell out of them. So you can actually buy something special here. So if you want to, you can buy an actual thing. You can literally buy a karambit, you can buy a... storm rifle if you so desire. I only have 82 gold, so I won't be able to do any of this stuff, but it's nice to know that you can buy it. And I'm gonna be, oh yeah, I'm gonna be taking this. This is gonna absolutely destroy. There's the boss. Oh yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. No, that was so close. So close, yet so far. But it's okay, because all I have to do is go back here, and then just shoot this thing a couple of times. And then it's dead. There we go. And now I just have to run around, and there we go. And that's the end of the boss. And all of the enemies are eliminated automatically, and then we can go over here and lay down... There we go, incoming message. Activate the purification device. Cleanse the land tainted by their foul blood. And that is exactly what this is right here, the purifier device. And as you might have already expected, or maybe even found out just from the setting, you are technically playing as a character that is completely and utterly expendable. And it's pretty much about, you know, the, shall we say, the moral questions surrounding how, you know, that is... even a thing, because she's, you know, maybe gaining some kind of sentience, who knows, I really don't know, but she speaks to her sister, and this is a secret chamber, and I'm gonna actually end this episode off here. So that is it for this episode. If you want to check it out, there is a link in the description. Play the demo for yourself. It is a huge amount of fun if you're a fan of Doom, Quake, anything like that. Really fast-paced games, but you can also play it slow if you prefer it, like I do, then you can do that too. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.